All right, folks, so I picked up this crate on a neighborhood free forum Facebook crap. And so I got an old drill, and I got this screw shaft and these nuts wired to this, and some hose clamps and some screws, and then this extra wood to put in the base. But I made one of these before when Block Mortuary was at a different location. It was basically just a jump scare prop. You activate the drill spins the bolt around with the nuts, and the nuts bang around in there really loud. So I was like, well, as soon as I saw this crate for free, I picked it up because I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to throw this thing together and add a light and some skeleton hands probably to the lid, so it's open a bit. So it's kind of an easy, I already had all this stuff. Leftover screws from a previous project, hose clamps. I bought a whole bunch, just had them set aside. Screws and nuts, they just collect in your garage. And then this is my oldest drill, which I think I can still use it afterwards. I don't think it's going to get damaged. Oh, and some zip ties. Need some zip ties to, compress the power button so it activates. So let's get started on this and throw this thing together. All right, so I've got 3 layers of 3/4 inch plywood to mount this thing on. Plus, you just need the thickness, because these nuts are going to beat the crap out of this wood. The previous one I built actually had a steel, 1/8 inch steel in there, and even that had pounding in it. So this is what I had. I don't really have a budget this year, so this is what I had on hand. So we'll see. One night should be fine. So let's see how this thing works. All right, so after many trials and tribulations trying to figure out a setup to make this work similar to the one I had before, I came up with this with the help of my wife, who mentioned using like a metal disc or something to attach the items to. So these are just bolts on zip ties on a wooden disc I drilled out using a hole saw, attached to this bolt that I had, and then I used a nut and just basically tighten that sucker up tight. And then, of course, when it spins around, it flings the nuts against the wood and makes a loud racket, which I'll show you here. Let's see, turn this off. All right. Plug this in. All right, let's go. Here we go. So yeah, makes a decent racket. I'm going to put I got some skeleton hands that I'm going to put on each side of the opening, have it propped open. And so then I'm going to mount a light in here and run that out the back hole here. And just hook it together on the same plug. So when you turn on the motor to make the racket, the light comes on. And that's it. It's kind of a simple prop built out of a bunch of junk in a free crate. And my drill will be fine. I can remove it and still use it as its intended purpose instead of this prop until I don't know, someone posts a free drill on some site and go pick it up and use it and not care about it. Because I think I'd like to just wire the light and the drill together into one plug. But I'm not going to do that because I want to keep this drill. But later on, if I find a drill cheap or free, then I'll swap them out and I'll cut the plug and then wire it all together on one item. But that's it. That's my, I don't know, noise making prop that I threw together for a few, actually no money, just some junk and a free crate. So Block Mortuary signing out.